one inside the Rock. That's what they call the Prudential Center. We're in Newark as the 10th-ranked Seton Hall Pirates take on the Providence Friars. Let's take a look at the up-to-date Big East standings, and everyone's looking up at the Pirates. 6-0 in the conference for the first time in school history. Meanwhile, those Friars, they're in striking distance in third at 4-2 in the conference. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Custer alongside Sarah Kusta. I tell you, a lot of excitement here at Seton Hall. They're on an 8-game winning streak, the longest this school has seen in 9 years. They're ranked 10th in the country. They haven't been ranked this high in 2 decades. Meanwhile, they've got a Friar squad who brings the physicality, who's third in the conference.
Well, Miles Powell has made himself a household name, but it's not just about the National Player of the Year candidate. Seton Hall fills all the pieces. We heard the guys talk about it in the studio. They get the job done on both ends, but get ready. You said the word physicality. Ed Cooley is asking his Providence Friars to be at their elite level of physicality, getting into bodies, and despite a tough loss to Creighton, they're playing some of their best basketball of the year. So we got a fun one in store.
Absolutely. Let's get right to the starting lineup. They're brought to you by Jeep Grand Cherokee. And, you know, listen, for Seton Hall, Miles Powell is always the man. He's second in the conference in scoring, averaging 22. But keep your eyes on Romero Gill, the 7-foot center. You know, out of the last 5 games, he's averaging 13 points, 7 boards, 3 blocks a game. And for Providence, well, Alpha Diallo's their Mr. Double-Double. But Malik White will get the start at point for Lawan Pipkins. The 106th meeting between Seton Hall and Providence. Mike Roberts, Jamie Lucky, and Brent Hampton. Those are our officials. And it's the Friars who win the opening tip in the traveling black. They're trying to establish it inside to Watson. Diallo gives it to Watson. Diallo uses a little push-off and gets called for.
Trying to create some space, and because of that, the extension picks up the foul. But you see Kevin Willard. I'm watching Coach Willard and Coach Cooley on the sidelines. I feel like in their sneakers, they're about ready to get out there and hoop it up a little bit.
Both of them coached the Pan Am team this past summer. Ed Cooley was the head coach. Kevin Willard was the lead assistant. Willard in his 10th season, 4th all-time on the Seton Hall wins list. First points go to Jared Roden as he knocks down the 3.
And that's such an important aspect of what Seton Hall can do. Ed Cooley told us, he said, we're going to make Miles Powell have to beat us, or other guys have to beat you. We're not going to let Miles Powell just go off. That's going to be a tough task, but more than anything, if some of these complementary players can knock down shots like they've done this season, changes the complexion of how Seton Hall can attack you offensively.
Let's see if David Duke can keep it hot. Malik White has certainly been playing well. There's the block by the Big East shot blocker, their leader, Romero Gill. He averages 3 a game. Air ball by Miles Kale. And we got a reach in on Miles Powell. And here's Ed Cooley, the head Friar, his 9th season there in Providence. You know, he's led the Friars to 7 straight postseason tournaments, 3rd all-time on the PC all-time wins list. Diallo walked.
Well, and you saw how tight Roden was up to bodies. And Kevin Willard, early on, you see the full court pressure that he's tossing on. We're going to see some 3/4 court. For as much as you think about Seton Hall's offensive firepower and the scores that they have, what they do defensively is what makes them so good. That's why they're the number 10 ranked team in the nation, because they can get after you on that end of the court as well.
Here's the pass to Miles Kale. To Roden. He drives the baseline in the lane, off the glass, and a foul.
I tell you what, Roden absorbing some of that contact because Providence coming at you. You could see how tough that Providence is being, trying to swallow up that lane, digging down, picking up the foul, but they're going to come into you. The physicality doesn't just come on the ball, but it's off the ball. You see how hard they're getting in the passing lanes. They're protecting cuts. They're bumping cutters. And it's going to be something that Seton Hall will need to deal with throughout the duration of this game.
Roden will have one more. Young man's averaging 8 and 6, the sophomore. It's 1 of 2. 4-0 our score here early. We played a couple of minutes here at the Rock. Providence will run that flex offense. David Duke, the jumper, and count it.
David Duke is coming off of quite a night. And take a look at that, just swinging the ball through, shakes his defender, able to pull up, draw the contact. But think about the fact that against Creighton, 36 points, but his efficiency from the field, the fact he was 12 of 18, 6 of 8 from 3. The fact he's a sophomore, he is really coming on with a ton of confidence at the offensive end.
Was added to the Big East honor roll this past week for that outing. McKnight throws it away. And Grant lays it up, but fouled by Roden.
And just look at that. Getting in the passing lanes, the denial, shoots the gap. And that started with the denial for Gant. He was already making sure that there was not an easy delivery there for Roden to be able to pick that ball up, and because of it, he got ahead.
Roden, just a freshman out of Fayetteville, shoots 60% from the line. One of 2. We're tied up at 4. Providence turning up the intensity defensively against the Pirates here early. Ramiro Gill dunks it home.
And you saw that off of the initial handoff, trying to negotiate that screen. Nate Watson hedging out to try and protect the shooter, and late to get back to Gill, and then late on that weak side help.
Ramiro Gill has really been playing well as of late. He's averaging 7 on the season, now averaging 13 over the last 5 games. Powell pushes it ahead, and you see Gill. He'll run that high screen roll, and then he rolls to the basket.
Talk about a pinpoint pass from Quincy McKnight. Led Gill right to the cup. Gill may be a shot blocker, but he has got some footwork to go along with it. He is light off of his feet.
And Quincy McKnight will drop a dime on you. Second in the conference in assists. Threw a pretty one there to Gill. Here's Malik White. He'll pull. Too strong. Miles scaled the board, and here comes the Pirates. And Miles Powell. He drives. Short. David Duke will set it up. And they're looking for Watson in the post. He's got the rock now. Turns. Short. Wow, Kale and Diallo run into each other, and they call the foul on Kale. We've played 4.5. The Pirates with a 4-point. Big East basketball. It is sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. In the first half, Seton Hall with a 4-point lead, 8-4. Our score here in the first half.
And some nice nuances by this Seton Hall offense. Watch Ramiro Gill right here as he goes to work. He's going to come up top and set a screen and do an excellent job of drawing his defender. The weak side comes in to help. A little bit late. Beautiful job on the catch. And then once again, strong side ball screen. McKnight, Gill, tough to stop. And this is where it's pick your poison with a lot of these perimeter players for Seton Hall. We think so much about Powell with the ball in his hands, playmaking, but McKnight can do that same type of thing, as goes for Kale. in that ball screen, if you're helping to try and stop them, Gill is such a force on the inside as a roll man.
And I'll tell you what, Seton Hall's got something here offensively with that as they go inside and laid up and in is Khalif Young as he challenged the new 7-footer Ike Obiagu, who's checked in for Romero Gill. Obiagu now sets the pick, rolls, and they give it to Miles Powell. Working on David Duke. Reach in by Malik White. Knocked it away for good dish inside the Roden.
And I'm not even sure how he saw Roden because Bob looked like he was looking the opposite way. But a nice initial defensive play there by Providence because you know you're always going to have a second guy focused on what Powell's doing. But even with that little bit of a bobble and reaching, he's still able to find his man underneath.
Pirates step back into a 2-3 zone. Here's Malik White. The kick out. Diallo in the corner. Air ball. Obiagu sets the screen for McKnight. Inside they go to the big man. Knocked away by Diallo. A.J. Reeves is back. He missed the last couple of games with a head injury. And Diallo throws it away.
And watch Jared Roden off this play. Right here in the corner. Wait to see what happens with Miles Powell as he's in isolation at the top of the key. Powell goes, you got a reaching defender, and he just finds the open spot underneath the basket. Everyone is so focused on Powell with the ball. We know the type of gravity that he has on the floor. Roden, the sophomore, just makes a heads-up play. And excellent job by Powell finding it.
Diallo will have a seat. Providence now with 3 turnovers. Here's Miles Powell. Gets loose and lays it in and counts the basket and the foul.
Keep on turning, Miles Powell. He's got his shoulder down, looking to drive. He's got his trailer even coming behind him. But because he stays with the play, has a step ahead, strong finish. And that's where, you know, Miles Powell is so impressive just in the variety pack he brings to the game, how he can score, and the patience that he has. I feel like the more that we watch him and have watched him through the years, he doesn't get sped up. He's able to still be so composed with the ball in his hands to find what the best play is.
5th on the Seton Hall all-time scoring list. Scored his 2,000th point in the last game. From the corner, the 3, good, count it, A.J. Reeves.
Big time shot. Nice to see A.J. Reeves back on the floor. Of course, missed the last 2 games with that head injury. But those corner shots are going to be important for Providence's offense.
Powell misses from top of the key. This is David Duke. Khalif Young to follow. Second block by Romero Gill. Nelson has it knocked away. Here comes Juwan Pipkins. Pipkins for 3. Too strong. Pushing the pace of the Pirates. Here's the freshman Samuel. Dumps it off to Gill in the lane. Jump hook. Yes.
Providence does such a nice job, a next man over being ready to help. But Seton Hall has been a step ahead of that in the quickness in their passing, of knowing where the help is coming from and what teammate is going to be open.
Romero Gill, 6 points of the Pirates' 15. Five on the shot clock. Duke has a strip, got it back, and lays it in.
Talk about staying with the play for David Duke. And there was a switch off of that, and Cale thought he was going to have a pick and 2 at the other end. But Duke, the multiple effort, you need that offensively.
There's Gill again, rolling to the back, and in the follow by Miles. Oh, Tyrese Samuel. climbed to the top of the backboard to get that one.
And Cooley and the Friars wanted a goaltending off of that, but man, did he get up.
6-point lead for Seton Hall. From the corner, and good again, A.J. Reeves.
On the right side and the left side, those are opportunities within the offense. The Providence have gotten some clean looks, and Reeves done an excellent job knocking them down so far.
Pirates have knocked down 7 shots. 6 of them have come in the paint, and Gill's asking for it. Here's Nelson. Misses from distance. Pitkins almost lost it out of bounds. They're trying to get it to A.J. Reeves.
What a job by David Duke. Almost lost it. Give me that back. Beautiful finish, high off the glass. And then this time for Seton Hall, it's Romero Gill. Big first half.
Hey, welcome back. We played nearly 10 minutes. 3-point lead for the Seton Hall Pirates, and 2 old friends. Right before the game started, got a chance to catch up with one another. Kevin Willard and Ed Cooley. You know, this summer, it was an all Big East team that won the bronze medal at the 2019 Pan Am Games. Providence's Ed Cooley, he led the squad. Kevin Willard, he was the lead assistant. The Friars, well, they had Alpha Diallo, David Duke, Nate Watson, A.J. Reeves. They all played on the team. And for the Pirates, there you see him, Miles Powell, Miles Kale were on the squad as well.
What an extraordinary experience for these young men, for the individuals, for the coaches. And it was fun to hear Ed Cooley talk about it, because he said we were the perfect yin and yang.
Yeah.
As a little bit more of the offensive-minded of the coaches. And, of course, Kevin Willard a little more defensive-minded. He said it was an excellent fit and a great opportunity to see them coaching together now that we see them up against one another on the sidelines. 5
on the shot clock. And we got a foul. They're going to call that one on Tyrese Samuel, the freshman.
And those are the ones that I'm sure burn Kevin Willard just a little bit. You got the shot clock winding down. Nonetheless, nice heads-up play by Gant and what he was able to do to get himself to the line. And he seems like he's getting more comfortable on the floor, offensively. You know, he had missed some time early and dealt with some injuries, and you could see him catching his rhythm now. And think about the fact he's 6'8", moves the way he does. And only a freshman, it'll take some time, but he's starting to hit his stride.
He'll get a blow. Alpha Diallo will check back in. Just a 1-point lead now for the Pirates. Here comes some pressure from Providence. McKnight with 10 on the shot clock. Inside to Gill. Rolls, dunks.
And that is what is so dominant that Kevin Willard continues to run. Because here's the thing, you've got the big man that's going to hedge out to help when Romero Gill sets the screen. Watch his defender as he hedges out to try and stop the roll man, and just a beautiful pocket pass by Quincy Knight. And even that help that was trying to come in, Gill has got size on, and a lot of that is predicated on McKnight being able to read how he's going to get that pass through. Excellent execution off of that play.
Romero Gill now with 9 points, the game high score, 9 of the 20 for Seton Hall. Good denial, steal by Roden. And again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kale for 3. Too strong. They tip it back out to him. He lost it. Pitkins thought about the 3. And Young was trying to throw it to Diallo, and it hit the rim. Again, the Gill.
Quincy McKnight McKnight is just picking apart this Providence defense.
11 for Romero Gill. And the Pirates up 6 here at the Rock.
What a job. McKnight baiting in the defense, gets it up high for his big man, Seton Hall, with a 6-point lead. And take a look at this previous possession. Romero Gill coming up the court as you see him. His man, his eyes are focused on Quincy Knight. No one's in the lane. Hard cut by Gill. Quincy McKnight starts to attack. It engages the big man. And what does it do? It leaves Gill wide open for another jam in excellent connectivity and reading of one another. And they're making plays look easy that are not easy against a stout Providence defense.
Pipkins knocks down that 3-point lead for the Pirates. Seton Hall certainly found something with that screen and roll, especially with Romero Gill. Coming into the game, he was averaging 6-7 points a game. But I'll tell you what, over the last 5 games, he has really turned it up. Because Romero Gill averaging 13 and 7, along with 3 blocks. But already tonight, 11 points, 2 blocks.
And I'm going to keep going back. Romero Gill has been extraordinary. The hard dives, setting those screens. He's a big part of freeing up a lot of his teammates. But you look at what Quincy McKnight has been able to do throughout the course of these first 6 games of the Big East play, averaging over 8 points a game. He's over 11 points a game. He has really been such a threat on this offensive end. And you haven't been saying Miles Powell name a ton early on, but that's because he's attracting so much attention on the floor. And when you've got some other players able to still manufacture points and do great work like they are while Powell's attracting so much of the defensive attention, it really allows for your offense to flow freely.
Well, probably the best thing for Seton Hall was when Miles Powell suffered that concussion and they had to play a few games without him, because all of these guys have gained so much confidence now. Hey, they got to win over number 7 Maryland at the time without Miles Powell. So now these guys with him in there, you know, Miles Powell doesn't feel like he has to do everything. And he can kind of pick his spot, so to speak, of when he wants to go off offensively. But this guy's been playing great. McKnight, he's already got 5 assists. Shavar Reynolds thought about it, drops it in to McKnight, he lays it in.
Movement without the basketball. And that's, you're spot on, BC. That's what it comes down to. Not standing and watching, not wondering what's happening with the ball, but continued movement off the basketball, and that's where Seton Hall has been really impressive.
During his 8-game win streak, Quincy McKnight averaging 13 points, 7 assists. He's already got 5 here tonight, and drives and draws the foul. He'll go to the line. 7 minutes, 37 seconds until the half. It's the Hall up 5 on Pro. Half until the half. 5-point lead for the Seton Hall Pirates. Let's go in the huddle with the Friars head coach, Ed Cooley.
I think we're hurting ourselves. We got to defend without fouling. And the thing is, though, we got to get in the lane and play inside on the finish at the rim. Okay? Finish at the rim.
And you heard Ed Cooley talk about finishing at the rim, getting inside. Easier said than done sometimes when you got a player like Romero Gill on the inside or Ike Obiagu. But look at the points in the paint, 18-4 in favor of Seton Hall. So while Providence has done a nice job on the offensive end, they've knocked down some 3-point shots. They themselves have gotten to the line a little bit, not getting it in the paint. And that's an area where you shift some of those big guys to continue to be on the attack. They try and get them to move and still make some of those secondary passes to open things up and get a couple easy looks.
Here's the senior, Quincy McKnight. Knocks them both down. Lead is 7.
And you think about the areas where Providence often gets their points, second chance opportunities, points off turnovers. Not been getting those.
How about Shavar Reynolds? Challenges Pipkins, and he turns it over. 6th turnover for the Friars. And I think they're going to call that an Obiagu setting the screen for Miles Powell. His first.
You said it, Shavon Reynolds is getting up in the ball pressure.
One of their best on-the-ball defenders. Here's Diallo to Malik White. He'll pull up. That one rolls off. There's Diallo and lays it in with the left hand.
And there you go. Manufacture some second chance opportunities if you're the Friars. First set of second chance points, but a nice looking shot to start with, and that's what you want to see out of Malik White. Where can you get to your spots, put up a nice looking shot, and if it comes off, find areas that you can crash the glass.
Five on the shot clock. Powell from deep, short. Here's Roden. Goes right to the rim and foul.
Watson put on a hard foul, make sure that that didn't become an and one. But for Seton Hall up against this Providence zone, you like the fact they're getting it in the middle of the floor. That's exactly what you want to do with it. And nice hard take, aggressive take by Jared Roden, who in his freshman year really came on at the end of last season, and he's done much of the same here in the Big East. Shooting better from the three-point line throughout the course of conference play, over 41% from three. That just seems more comfortable on the offensive side of the ball.
The problem for Providence is that was Nate Watson's second. Roden misses them both. Here's Malik White, the runner. Yes.
Mixing things up, and Malik White realizes that off of that screen had Gill on him. Does a nice job of pulling up early with the floater.
Miles Powell to Kale, corner shot, in and out. Gant for three. Diallo to White. Another offensive rebound, and Watson the follow and the soft touch.
Providence doing what they do best, crashing the offensive glass, staying with the play. And a nice pass there for Watson off the finish.
6-0 run by the Friars. Lead is just one. Jared Roden will have a seat. And Tyrese Samuel will check in.
You can run, sir.
Making sure that he's okay.
I'm going to wipe up some perspiration, too, on the floor. Gill lays it up, and we'll go to the line.
I mean, watching Tyrese Samuel handle the ball, make a play, come from the elbow off of that situation is something that's impressive, because you don't often see a guy that's 6'10", 220 be able to create like that and then find his big man.
You can take a look at what Romero Gill has done here tonight already. Look at that. This is that free throw, and they're still talking to Roden. Two misses. Here's Diallo. Drives, lays it in, and Providence Their first lead by 1 here at the 4:50 mark. Now to the zone. Kale, the drive, off the glass and got it.
And what a finish by Kale. Great defensive play by Nate Watson in his verticality, but Kale embracing the contact and still staying with the play to finish.
Here's Duke. Kicks it out to Diallo. 5 on the shot clock. Good dish into Watson, and he lost it. 7 turnovers for Providence.
Seton Hall dropped back to a matchup zone in that situation, really clogging up the paint in the lane, not allowing for any easy drives. In this zone for Providence, it's not stopped Seton Hall, as we saw in the last play by Kale. Gill getting to the line, but it's taken them out of their rhythm just a bit. They haven't had quite the same consistency of flow, and it's allowed Providence to take this 1-point deficit to get back in this game.
McKnight inside to Samuel for the emphatic dunk.
McKnight does such a good job of penetrating inside the paint to get so deep that then that opens up the backside and those cuts for his teammates.
12 field goals. 11 of them have come in the paint for Seton Hall. Up 3. Duke open for 3. Ramiro Gill snags the board. Here comes the Pirate. We got 3 minutes until the half. Oh, the handles by Q. That would have brought the house down. He knocked that 3 down. Pirates 1 of 8 from distance. Diallo, though. Count that one from 3.
Another corner 3 for the Friars. They are finding their areas. Excellent job by Diallo getting his feet set, finishing on the follow-through. Major factor for this Providence team in this first half.
We're all tied up. And good steal. Providence can take the lead. White lays it in. Kevin Willard's going to call a timeout. The Friars up 2 here at the Rock.
Miles Kale with some strength. Gets the body, hangs, and the finish, and then on the other end, it is Alpha Diallo for 3 to put his Friars.
Donor looking forward to a 2-point lead here for the Friars, and I tell you what, Coos, they've been getting it done and stroking that 3.
Well, out of the flex offense and the movement, they've been finding open men in the corners, and we see it here just making the extra pass. And this one, the driving kick, but everyone is set. They've got their feet ready, shoulders square, and they've done an excellent job of knocking down those shots. And among other things for Ed Cooley, as he's gotten his guys going, starting to get some points off turnovers, some second chance opportunities. Those 3-pointers have been big. As you see, they've made 4 of their last 5 shots. Meanwhile, for Seton Hall, it's been the opposite story. Where they've been getting their points is off of 2s. 11 of 13. 2-point shots from 3. They're just 1 of 8.
2:26 until the half. Seton Hall 6-0 in the conference. First time that's ever happened in school history. On an 8-game win streak, their longest since 2011. Skip pass. They go inside to Gill. Back up top to Quincy McKnight. Into Samuel. And Khalif Young commits the foul.
What I love about what Kevin Willard and Seton Hall are doing against this Providence zone, of which you don't see much of in the Big East, is they still have a bunch of dribble handoffs. There's a ton of actions. There's movement outside the ball. They're still setting screens on the zone. You saw all the movement, both ball and body, and that helps open things up. Sometimes when you're playing against a zone, especially if you're not used to playing against one, you get caught standing and just passing the ball around. Excellent job by Seton Hall, especially on that possession.
Pirates has missed 5 straight free throws before that make. 1-point lead for Providence. Roden will check back in. Samuel will have a seat. And now here comes some pressure from Seton Hall. And they'll fall back into the man-to-man. More of a matchup type looking zone here. Duke splits, Euro step, but blocked by Romero Gill, his third. 2 on the shot clock. White's got to force it up. Rebound Roden. Or Miles Powell. And what's the call here? They're going to discuss it. Jamie Luckey and Brent Hampton. And they say offensive foul on Miles Powell.
Well, Malik White was just waiting on this one. He knew that Miles Powell was coming. And he was well outside the circle, standing, waiting, squared up.
He's waiting right there. Second on Miles Powell, so he's going to have a seat. Last thing you want is him to pick up a third in the last buck 27. Skip pass. Reeves for 3. That one's short. One minute until the half. Pirates down 1. Inside, Gill. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Swing it along the perimeter, get it to Jared Roden sitting there on the inside. Makes the delivery underneath. On the game clock, 8 on the shot clock. Gill affected that shot. You see Ed Cooley. He thought that should have been Providence basketball. You see Miles Powell re-enters the game on the offensive side.
20 seconds until the half. 1-point lead for Seton Hall. Working for the final shot. Inside, they go to Romero Gill. Back out to Shavar Reynolds for 3. Malik White misses that one, and the Pirates will end the first half on a 6-0 run and head into the locker room with a good look at downtown Newark. 4-point lead for the Seton Hall Pirates over the Providence Friars. Hello, everyone. Brian Custer alongside Sarah Kustok and Kush. You look at that first half. Seton Hall shot 60% from the field, in large part because Romero Gill, the dunks, and the blocks, he had 4 blocks as well.
Well, Ed Cooley told us before the game, he said, we're going to make someone other than Miles Powell have to beat us. And thus far, Romero Gill has been tremendous. He's the Big East leader in blocks, but he is making his presence felt all over the floor on the defensive end, but offensively, the roles. And Winston McKnight has done an excellent job in finding him, but just how hard that he cuts. The way he moves, he finds the open gaps, has been a huge impact on this game here in the first half.
Here's a look at our first half stats. They're brought to you by Jeep Grand Cherokee. You can see Romero Gill, 13 points. He's 6 of 7 from the field, 4 blocks. But the Pirates with 24 points of their 36 have come from in the paint. It's the Pirates who have the rock here to begin the second half. Miles Powell, who's yet to get cooking, lays it up and in.
Beautiful play out of of the half. Nice job with all the dribble handoffs where it doesn't start in Powell's hands, but you allow it to touch everyone to then open up Powell. And for Miles Powell, you said it. I mean, 3 points in that first half, but more notable is the fact that he had just 4 field goal attempts. So Providence was really making sure to not allow him to get touches.
Here's Diallo. Runs right into that brick wall of Romero Gill. Now pulls up. Tried to use the glass to no avail. Romero Gill again affecting shots.
And that was a perfect example. To your point, he alters how guys put the ball up and try and get it to the rim. It's not just about necessarily blocks, but how many he impacts.
Q! Count it for 3. Largest lead for Seton Hall. It's 9.
Look at how extended Providence offense is. We've seen a lot of this even in that first half.
White, high, and then the follow by Watson.
And what you love about Malik White is the attack, the aggressiveness. And even though that he's got Romero Gill coming over to try and block that shot, what does it do? It opens up an area for an offensive rebound.
Roden, they call that a block on Nate Watson, his 3rd.
Miles Powell, right out of the gates. Catch and go. He can put his shoulder down, beat you. And now the defense so worried about Gill that they give Powell a clean look. Excellent job by Quincy McKnight, taking advantage of some of that open space. And for McKnight, he's really improved his 3-point shooting this season, 35%. But during Big East play these last 6 games, nearly 45% from deep. Just keeps on getting better from Quincy McKnight.
Jared Roden struggling. 1 of 5 from the line here tonight thus far for the sophomore. Make it 2 of 6. Eight-point lead for the Pirates. Here's Diallo. Has it knocked away by Roden. McKnight, 3-on-2, uses the left hand, but it's short. And they're going to call that foul as Malik White will go to the line.
And I know Kevin Willard isn't quite convinced that was a foul, but I love Malik White's assertiveness. And now we see this in the second possession of him being on the attack, and he's not letting Romero Gill and his shot blocking ability deter him from still going to the rim, still trying to get to the paint. We talked about the manner in which Providence wasn't executing in getting in the lane and a lot of buckets around the paint. And for White, just out of the gates, being very assertive to try and change that here in the second half.
Yeah, look, they got the youngster out there. I love that the crowd chanted MVP for him. That's tremendous.
It is. I feel like having to deal with a T-shirt that's nearly at your knees was what was slowing him up a little bit.
There he is. There's the youngster.
Oh, great smile.
Yeah, about that. He's camera ready.
He is camera ready. Maybe we should bring him over here with us. He's also dance ready.
So Malik White will go to the line to shoot 2, the senior out of Richmond. White has been averaging 8 points on the season, but double digits in conference play.
And he gets his first start of the year. You like at least switching things up and just liking how the offense looks and flows with Malik White in the ball movement that he brings to the table, and we've seen how he's able to put it on the deck, penetrate, and try and loosen up the defense and open things up.
Here's Kale from the corner. White back the other way. Diallo. Active hands by Miles Powell. Nearly a steal to Watson. And the follow by Gant is good.
Once again, Providence starting to get cooking on the offensive glass.
Oh, Miles Powell goes down hard.
Man, he bounces up even tougher. You see him grimacing just a little bit. Came down on his hip. But quick getting it going the other end in the open court. See him take that shot on the right hip.
And go down chest first. Oof.
Ooh, yeah, that's what we're thinking, Miles.
You're not lying. Hey, more importantly, that's the 4th on Nate Watson. So the biggest guy Providence has from a height standpoint, he's got 4. He's going to have a seat. Here comes Khalif Young.
And that goes back to what makes Seton Hall such a threat. They've got excellent guard play. They've got size on the inside. They've got depth to go along with it.
Here's White. High screen from Young. Gant inside the Young. With 3, with 2, the jump hook, and the touch.
Tough shot by Khalif Young. Going against Romero Gill, knew he had to get creative in how he was getting that shot off, and Gill did a good job of pushing him out, but excellent touch.
Good find. Powell, the Rodent. 6-point lead for the Pirates. Here's David Duke. Gant attacks. Diallo, the follow, and then it's good.
Diallo's all over the place. He's bouncing. He goes from one side of the court to the other, but you see the attack-mindedness on the offensive glass.
Diallo, their leading scorer and rebounder. That one way too strong. McKnight tried to get it to Roden. It was too hot for him. 8th turnover for the Pirates.
Couple of possessions that were too strong. Well, Khalif Young just too strong here. Shooter's touch. Yeah, he likes
access doubleheader. First, you got Xavier facing Creighton, followed by St. John's women taking on Seton Hall. Both games commercial-free. All the coaches will be mic'd live. You go into every huddle. You hear every play call. It's really the ultimate all-access experience. It starts 4 p.m. Eastern, and it's exclusively here on FS1.
This is one of my absolute favorite things with college hoops here at Fox. Getting a chance to listen to these coaches, be inside their huddle, see the nuances of how they talk to their team. I think maybe they tailor it a little bit.
Absolutely.
Tailor it a little bit, knowing that we can all hear. But you feel like you really get a better understanding and insight as to who they are as coaches, what it's like to be sitting on their benches, and I just love every bit of it. I love that we had this opportunity the last few years to hear each of the different coaches and how they go about their business.
Alpha Diallo misses in the lane, got it back, and will go to the line.
The Providence already with 10 second chance points. start putting it up, and then they are active, tipping it back out. And this has been a change and an adjustment from what we saw in the early part of the game, where they weren't attacking quite as much because of Gill being on the inside, because of Samuel both being around there. Now they're understanding if they draw one of those bigs and put it up over them, there's going to be holes and gaps in the box outs and in the rebounding areas, and they're taking advantage.
And one of the reasons why this game is close is because of the offensive rebounding. Friars, 9 of them. Seton Hall, just 3. Diallo working on another double-double. He's got 10 points, go along with 6 rebounds. Here's Reynolds, drives the baseline, drops a dime to Romero Gill.
And this is where Seton Hall, on the flip side of things, utilizing their bigs. So you have both Romero Gill, Tyrese Samuel on the floor together. In Providence, we talked about the fact that Nate Watson's in some foul trouble, but we really just have Khalif Young as their big, so they're playing a little bit smaller. And that last possession, Seton Hall made him work.
Diallo working on the freshman with 5 now on the shot clock. To the corner. That 3 no good. Again, another offensive rebound, but blocked by Gill. His 5th. Here's Miles Powell. And a turnover.
And watch Romero Gill. He's down here underneath by the basket. You see he's got that baseline to work with. Everyone's focused up top. And all it takes is a little bit of a push to clear some room, some space. But almost pushes the defender into the driver, into the penetrator. And that's where Seton Hall has been able to exploit the Providence defense at times, because their perimeter players can beat a man off the dribble, forcing the help. It opens up the backside for Gill.
Romero Gill is just 2 points and a block away from his career high. Career high is 17 points and 6 blocks. He's got 15 and 5. Here's Duke for 3. And Obiagu knocks that one out of bounds.
We're going to keep talking about Romero Gill on the other side. Block from behind. Good job by Reynolds coming up with the rebound, and that's going to be a factor as we talked about what Providence has done on the offensive glass. Who can win the battle of boards here in this last stanza down the stretch?
Oh, Pipkins went up for 3. Miles Powell knocked it out of his hand. And an offensive foul on David Duke. He's saying, hey, look, he was grabbing my arm.
It was a physical game. These guys are going at it back and forth, and it's what you love to see. The type of pressure they're putting both on the ball and off the ball.
13 minutes, 5-point lead for the Pirates. Here's the freshman Samuel. Wild shot, Obiagu, the follow. Again, Shavar Reynolds applying that pressure on the ball to David Duke. Now he falls off to Diallo. Duke driving the baseline and a push.
Let's take a look.
Little hip check.
A little bit.
It's Big East basketball.
I know, I was going to say, we get a lot of bumping here tonight.
Pipkins back again on those boards, I tell you. Providence has certainly crashed the offensive glass.
They send bodies. They've got hops. They clear space. And these players have good instincts. You see they're 11-4 on the offensive glass. And that's come from the Friars just seemingly being more assertive and imploring their way into the basket to try and get those boards.
Duke to Young. Little baseline jumper, and he knocks it down. 5-point lead for Seton Hall. Now they go to the 1-3-1. Here's Roden. Thought about it. Powell will take it, count it, and he'll go to the line.
And Providence is Khalif Young. Nice little turnaround jumper to help the Friars stay in this one. But Miles Powell comes through and one. We'll get a chance at the line when we come back.
7-point lead for Seton Hall. Just under 12 minutes to play. Miles Powell had just 3 points at the half, but has scored 6 here so far in the second half. And going to the basket. And a lot off the bounce, including that one where he'll go to the line. Let's go inside the huddle with Friars head coach Ed Cooley.
Whether we're zone or man, you got to be able to guard people. You can't have blow-bys. It got to be chest to chest, man. Right? It got to be. We're not guarding the ball well enough. We're just not. Too many blow-bys. We got to square guys up and make them come through us.
Between ball and basket, that's what it's all about. And you can do so much in terms of zone and different defenses and depending on help. But sometimes it just comes down to guarding your yard and guarding your own man. And whether you're in a zone or you're in a man, when you are matched up with the ball, it's what Coach Cooley is talking about. You can't let guys get a step on you and get past you, especially these Seton Hall players and someone like Miles Powell, who is so savvy and crafty with the ball in his hands and how to finish at the end of a dribble.
He's got 10 now. He's in double figures. Averages 22, Miles Powell. Second leading scorer in the Big East. Nelson reaching in on Duke, who drives. Obiagu rejects it. But they call in for the body.
I think he did get some body in his hand underneath. Don't watch the volleyball spike from up top. Look at the body down low, but oof.
Man.
That's a tough call. That's a tough call. That's a nice looking block. I mean, Obiagu was up above the play on Duke. And yeah, you can see why Kevin Willard is a little befuddled by that.
They lead the Big East in blocks. They average about 6 a game.
Well, because you're substituting one 7'2" guy in for another 7'2" guy, and then you got to stretch forward. And Samuel at 6'10". Their front court is solid in size.
Nelson, and that one is rejected by A.J. Reeves.
Oh, we're just having a block party here tonight at the Prudential Center. And by Reeves, just staying with his man, staying on the hip, good defensive play.
Nelson to set things up. Here's Roden. That one's blocked by Diallo. Duke backing down Powell. Obiagu clears the board. Here's Powell. Thrown away. Diallo attacked, counted, and the foul.
Providence doing the little things to keep themselves in this game. Excellent job off the steal, the get ahead, and one. And for Diallo, a nice job just keeping his eyes on the rim, finishing off the basket, absorbing that contact. Take a look, 12 points, 7 rebounds. Close to the numbers that he averages on the year.
Yeah, averages 14 and 8.
But for Providence, they are getting extra possessions through forcing turnovers and offensive rebounds. Major factor in how they've been manufacturing points here in the second half.
Here's McKnight. Lays it in.
That could be classified as a blow-by.
Yes, it could be.
I don't know if there was anyone in front of him even to begin with for you to be blown by, but great job by Quincy McKnight realizing that gap in the lane and attacking.
Pipkins blocked by Miles Powell. Pipkins again and lays it in. Three-point lead for Seton Hall. 9:30 left in the game.
And watch Quincy McKnight just turn the corner. I don't know if Miles Powell was intending to set a little screen there or just clogging up some room and took two of the Providence jerseys, but nonetheless got a wide open layup for Quincy McKnight.
Reach in on David Duke, his third. Here's Powell. He's got two guys come after him.
And you said it, because we're sitting here looking straight on, watching it. Reeves is on him. Duke's eyes are on him, ready to come over and help. You got Pipkins, too, in the corner, ready to sneak in. I mean, even when Powell is in a one-on-one situation, all the one man away know what is going to happen and when they're ready to help.
Here's Rhodes. He's got the shot and takes it. I think he was surprised he was that open.
I do, too. I do, too.
9 minutes left. 5-point lead. Pipkins. Good dish to Young. He challenges Gill to no avail.
And doesn't finish off the play here, but what you saw was a switch that occurred because Pipkins beat his man. Gill was forced to help, and because of that, it opened up Young on the other side to get it back to him.
And Ramiro Gill has matched his career high with 6 blocks tonight. Here's Diallo. The pull-up. Short. Roden snags it.
I think we may see a new career high for blocks tonight for Romero Gill. I'm going to take a shot in the dark.
All right. Pipkins hounding McKnight. And a little too close. So here's Shavar Reynolds at the line, shooting 1-on-1. Knocks them both down. 7-point lead now. McKnight all over Duke. Pipkins will pull it. Wild shot.
A great contest by Miles Kell.
Here's McKnight, high off the glass, and rolls off. Deep is Young. Good post move. Good footwork by Khalif Young.
Good is an understatement. Excellent job. And in reading and understanding off his body where Gill was at.
And a steal. Reeves. Raked. Stolen by McKnight. Kale now to McKnight with 5 inside the Gill, the jump hook. The follow by Kale, yes. Seven-point lead. This is crunch time. 6:54 or 44 left in the game. Pirates up 7. 8-game winning streak, looking for 9. Wild shot. Rebound by Gill.
Seton Hall's getting it done on the defensive end. Excellent communication. Well aware of where all the cuts are coming from.
That's where Kevin Willard is at his best when it comes to defensive adjustments. He'll adjust you more than a chiropractor. McKnight. Roden on the glass. Yes, the follow. And Cooley's going to call a timeout.
It had been Providence getting after it in terms of second chance opportunities. Last few possessions, it's been all about Seton Hall. Take a look at Khalif Young, though. Some nice footwork against Romero Gill. And then Miles Kale, watch out. Strong finish, helping Seton Hall.
For Seton Hall, matches their largest so far tonight. And thanks in part to Jared Roden, the sophomore. He's got 13 coups.
He made some big-time leaps this offseason and now big-time jumps during Big East play. Talk about some strength, composure, major impact on this game so far here tonight.
I tell you what, it is Jersey strong in this part of the Northeast. Seton Hall ranked 10th. Rutgers ranked 24th. Hey, it's the first time 2 Jersey squads have been ranked since 1990. And Rutgers right now on top of Iowa. Some good times here in Jersey.
Can we call you a Jersey native?
Yeah, I live in Jersey.
Yeah?
I live in Jersey. Good times, I tell you what. Steve Pikiell's got that team playing really well. Kevin Willard's got this team red hot. I mean, I'm no Bruce, not the boss or anything.
No,
but
you're not. You're not, but still. You've been here long enough.
Exactly.
You've been here long enough. Well, you are the boss, just not Bruce.
Here's Malik White. Step back, no. Got it again. Another offensive ball. Oh, maybe a little shove. No harm, no foul. This is the Big East. It's getting physical here in Newark. Bodies falling everywhere. 9-point lead for the Pirates. 9-point lead for the Seton Hall Pirates. 5:25 left in the game. Let's go in the huddle with the Pirates head coach, Kevin Willard.
We're all running into the rim. They're all making long rebounds. I mean, we play great defense. We get Malik White take a terrible shot, and then we give up a second shot. You gotta finish off possessions.
And a part of that, and Kevin Willard speaks to running into the rim, find a body and box out a body. And sometimes you're out of rotation when you're helping or you're forcing a shot, but as soon as the shot goes up, yeah, it's about pursuing the basketball, but more than anything, make sure you're putting a body on someone, because Providence is going to come at you. That's what they do. They go to the offensive glass. They're not worried about sending guys back, so you've got to be ready for that amount and volume of attack on the offensive glass.
Academic Ambition, sponsored by SoFi. Get your money right all in one app. And Kevin Willard has done one heck of a job of graduating his players. Michael Enzi, who graduated last year, scholar, athlete of the year. By the way, Providence, 15 offensive rebounds. They lead the Big East. They average 13 a game. They will crash the offensive glass.
And BC, they weren't getting them early, but towards the end of that first half and now here in the second half is where it's kicked up steam and they've converted.
Skip pass. 5 now on the shot clock for McKnight. Gets the screen for Gill. Gill rolls to the basket. Thunder dunk by Gill.
but credit to his teammates with some beautiful deliveries to their big man.
McKnight with 7 assists. Active hands. Young shot is an air ball, and it's a shot clock violation.
So take a look. Romero Gill down here underneath, but his man comes out to help in a second, and because of it, off that trap, Romero Gill wide open, and listen to this. And you got a player like David Duke, 6'5", 200, sliding over from the weak side block to try and stop Gill, and not going to happen.
And they're going to call a reach in on David Duke. His 4th for David Duke. And that's going to send Myles Powell to the line for 1-on-1. And thanks to Romero Gill. Not a lot of heavy lifting tonight for Myles Powell.
And I'll say it again, though, with Myles Powell, and Romero Gill has been exceptional. Jared Roden, Quincy McKnight. Myles Powell has so much gravity on the floor that it opens up the court, it opens up the lane, it allows his teammates to have opportunities, and they have taken advantage. And that is why the Seton Hall team is so good, and there should be so much excitement as there already is surrounding them.
Here's Duke off the screen, knocks down the jumper.
This is a complete team.
McKnight gets it over the timeline. They'll work some clock. They send 2 to Myles Powell. And Kevin Willard will call a timeout. 3 minutes, 16 seconds left in this one. Pirates up 9. Here's our game summary. With 3 minutes, 16 seconds left in this one. Pirates shooting 58% from the field. Romero Gill matches his career high with 17 points and 6 blocks. Providence down 9. Seton Hall on an 8-game winning streak, looking to win their 9th straight. By the way, you can tell the coaches, Ed Cooley, wearing some styling sneakers there. In fact, all of this for the American Cancer Society. You can learn how the American Cancer Society is teaming up with coaches at coachesversuscancer.org.
Some fresh Under Armours, some fresh Jordans. The Ed Cooley and his staff, the Jordan running shoes.
Yeah.
You got a pair of those?
I don't.
They give you bounce. You need to get some.
Oh, you got some?
Yeah, they make you fast.
Got connections, I see. Got
No,
connections,
I had to pay for. I had to pay.
Got to share the wealth, Coos. Roden, shot clock violation, but they say he got it off. Now Mike Roberts says, no. That buzzer. He says, let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Lost it. Got it back. Oh.
I don't know.
I mean, that's good.
It may be.
That's good. The light didn't come around the basket, though. Let's see.
That's close.
Yeah.
My eyes aren't that good.
Let's see the clock here.
Let go.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, ooh, boy, that is so close. I mean, oh, my.
That's when you know things are going your way.
You're right. Hey, last time Seton Hall, by the way, has won 9 straight games. 17 years ago, 2003.
Take a look at the clock. Release. Yeah, it looks out of his... I don't know now. This is tough. This is why I'm not an official. And I sit here next to you, BC.
Oh, man.
It is, though, important to note Seton Hall's been playing well. They've now extended this to a 9-point lead. There's still a good amount of time left.
Absolutely.
3 minutes for a Providence team that can get second chance opportunities, that can pressure you, that can turn you over. They can find ways to get baskets in a hurry. And you better believe Ed Cooley isn't letting his guys give up here in these final 3 minutes, regardless of what the determination of this shot is.
Well, one of the things, Ed Cooley talked to us about was he wanted to keep this game in the mid-60s. He felt like if I can keep it in the mid-60s, we can win this game. They say no basket. They wave it off. So 3 minutes, 7 seconds left in the game.
So we see the pressure by Seton Hall. Looking to slow down this Providence offense a little bit, get them out of rhythm, take some more time off the clock.
There you go.
Yep.
Under 3. White inside to Watson. Jump hook. Good.
That's a strong take by Watson. Turn, elevate, strong shot over Gill, and a quick possession for Providence.
Get it to the middle of the floor. Roden has his pocket picked by Diallo. (67-60). 2:20. Diallo.
Watson's calling for it on the inside.
For 3. In and out. Watson, the offensive glass. The follow is good. 5-point lead now for Seton Hall with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. They've been getting it done on the offensive glass, and it pays dividends. Point lead for Seton Hall, little over 2 minutes left in Coos. Offensive rebound, second chance points for Providence.
It's a part of their DNA. It is what they do. You can see the angles, the anticipation, and they have instincts to get to the basketball, and they also pursue it with such a force. And you see Nate Watson there after the previous possession coming up with a big bucket, once again finding a way to get the ball.
16 offensive rebounds by Providence. 19 second chance points for the Friars. We're under 2 minutes. Seton Hall leading the Big East, unbeaten in conference play. 6-0, looking to go 7-0. Here's Kale, a step back. And Providence can cut in that lead. Buck 30 to play. Up 5. Malik White inside the Khalif Young. And Gill affected that shot.
Gill affects the shot, forces a tough one, and then big rebound by Roden.
Pirates keeping play keep away here.
Well, even in the previous possession, they took all the time off the shot clock.
Minute now. Now with 5, they go to work. Roden underneath, yes!
What a find. What a find by Quincy McKnight. Initiating the offense to a point where he could make that bounce pass. An excellent job by Jared Roden on the back cut and then meeting the ball.
15 for Roden. Another block by Romero Gill. 7 on the night.
I mean, Quincy McKnight to penetrate deep enough. Great little backdoor cut by Roden. And then on the other end, once again, no surprise, Romero Gill. And how tough is that? Up in the air, comes back down, immediate recovery.
Here's White. He'll pull. Another offensive rebound. Diallo, ball fake. Shot effective. Watson. And the foul on Gill.
For Romero, Gill has been nothing but a block party here tonight. Watch just the variance in how he's able to utilize his time and his strength, the footwork that it takes to cover ground and stay with plays. Yes, he had length 100%, but it's more than just that for Romero Gill, and it is impressive in watching how he's able to be such a presence in his rim protection.
Shavar Reynolds will check in. Miles Cale will have a seat. Here's Nate Watson, and just think of how different things could have been for Providence had he not been in foul trouble tonight.
You saw his commanding presence on the offensive end, in the post, on the inside, whether it's offensive rebounds, whether it's just trying to utilize his body and get position.
They get it to McKnight, and a quick foul by Providence. Let's take a look at what Providence has coming up. Look, this is back-to-back ranked teams that they're facing. But look, they've got Butler, Villanova, Creighton, and as Ed Cooley said, we got to run the gauntlet here over the next week and a half.
It looks like that.
Seton Hall's made their last 8 free throws, make it 9. And for the conference-leading Pirates, well, they're right back here next Wednesday against a DePaul squad that will get after you. Lead is 7. 20 seconds. And offensive foul, and that's it for Nate Watson.
Wow. Game changer. Still feel like you're in this one, you have a chance, and then moves to the right just a little bit, enough to pick up that foul. So not only is Watson out, but 20 seconds left, you're looking at a 3-possession game without the ball.
Quick foul on Alpha Diallo. So Miles Powell will go to the line. Pirates have now has made 10 straight free throws. Straight.
And credit to Providence. They fought this one. They came out with a great level of purpose, of physicality, battling against the Seton Hall team.
So Miles Powell will have a seat. 14 points, 3 assists. January 29th to March 1st, back in 2003. That's the last time Seton Hall has run off 9 straight victories. They've done it tonight. They're now 15-4, 7-0 in the Big East. And the 10th ranked team in the country, and Kevin Willard's squad continues to roll. Providence will fall to 11-9. And Kevin Willard has now tied P.J. Carlissimo for the most all-time Big East wins for a Seton Hall coach. Another victory for Seton Hall. They win it 73-64. Now let's get you back to Los Angeles and Rob Stone.